Greetings, Commanders, and welcome back to the Four Corners series here in Elite Dangerous. For those of you who are just joining us for this journey, we are heading all the way out. I'm waiting for the things to go away. We started out in the bubble, and we are heading out to this sunny side down planetary nebula. The goal of our journey overall, though, is to head to all four corners of the galaxy and just kind of visiting as many of these, I don't want to say as many, but enough of these points of interest along the way to make the entire journey a little bit more interesting. So our current destination is down here to the southern meridian, and then after that as far kind of to the south as we can go. And then we'll head up to the western side of the map. That's the plan. Our current destination, our next waypoint, point of interest, has 13 jumps left to go. So let's go ahead, start charging up and getting ourselves on towards the next destination. Now, we have been working on trying to optimize our fuel scooping operations by boosting into the star here, kind of, sort of, so we can hurry up and get into the quick fuel scooping part. And then that also makes it so that if there's nothing in the system, we can just immediately start charging our frame shift drive and save ourselves a couple of seconds per jump, which, you know, for people who don't spend too much time out in space doing this kind of stuff, doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're doing thousands and thousands of them over the course of time, it actually does save quite a bit of your life. So if you can find little, actually we want to go, do that, because that's, oh wait, no, it's high metal content world. Oh, it was this one. It's like, I knew I just saw a water world. What are you talking about? It's close enough to the, or no, that's not what it was. Okay, never mind. Another water. So we got a couple of water worlds here. We're actually going to go scan those.
System scan complete.
Let's get ourselves turned off in that direction. Get this guy scanned. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you need to turn the Super Cruise Assist off, especially because I haven't really spent a lot of time in the Mandalay like I did in the Cobra Mark V or whatever, but this doesn't decelerate nearly as aggressively, so I'm never quite sure when to turn it off. I think it's somewhere in between the whole 10% of the speed rule and the, wait until like 2 seconds or 3 seconds rule, or the 2 or 3 seconds that the Cobra Mark V was able to do. I think it's somewhere in between. We need to get over here and scan these water worlds because, you know, they're worth a little bit of money. They don't require too much time and effort to do. So 6 probes for this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we'll head over to the map, find the other one. Oh, I think we actually, I thought I moved it. Oh well. We ended up scanning something that we didn't need to scan. Oh no, that was a water world. I don't know. Just got a little bit confused. All right, so I think we just ended up scanning high metal content world because I pressed the T key trying to target the water world from the, because you can target bodies from the full spectrum system scanner, and I went back to that water world and pressed T, but I guess it didn't actually take, which is annoying. It's really frustrating when things don't work the way they're supposed to, but whatever. I don't know if you have to press T again to untarget before you can target something else or what, but that's kind of an irritating thing to do. That's okay. Doesn't really take us that long to head over to another body and do the planetary scan. It's not like we have to land. If we had to like land to do this stuff, that would be really irritating. All right, 6 probes for this one again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then now we just head over to the last one, terrestrial water world, and go grab that. Fortunately, we don't have to wait for the probes to be done. I think we overdid it a little bit. Let's try to wait for, there we go. Just waiting for the 6 to hit. And then we can head over here and grab this guy. And then we'll move on to the next system. Now, as always, whenever one of these episodes we do, while we are focusing on trying to get to points of interest from the star map on our journey south, to the south, if we find any biology or anything, anything weird or interesting in the system, we'll definitely try to check those things out as we go too. So all kinds of possibilities for different things that we can hopefully find and see and all that kind of stuff. Waiting for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Target next system en route, charge our FSD, and head off to the next system. And as always, we don't have to wait for the thing to go. We get our efficiency bonus and move on to the next system.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Alright, Discovery Scanner, boost into the star-ish. Oh, don't hit the star. Don't hit the star. Don't do that. Okay, 11 bodies here. That's a good number to try to do for scanning. As I always say, I try to be like less than 20, but like 10 to 15 bodies is like the optimal, hey, I'm gonna stop and scan here. That's the number I'm like most comfortable with. But it does not seem like we're gonna get any luck with biology in this system. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling like we're gonna find anything here. Just the configuration of the system kind of makes me feel like, it's probably not gonna happen. Yeah, so there was some geology on that one.
Drive charging.
But that's all right. Only 11 jumps to go until we reach our destination, so hopefully this episode will be the one that we do it. Should be. Unless we have a bunch of like exobiology that we find along the way.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, do our standard fuel scooping operation. 9 bodies. Another nice nice number of bodies to do. As I try to speed through things faster than the interface can keep up with. It's really frustrating the way that they have artificially made things take longer to do just because you're waiting on the interface instead of just being able to go. I would really like to be able to just zoom through this process, but they won't let you do it. You need like an auto-tune feature. I would happily go through some engineering to get my FSS to automatically do things for me instead of having to do it the way this way works. It's really annoying to have to do it this way. I don't like fiddly processes. I know some people think that's good gameplay. To me, it's just fiddly and annoying. Like, requiring input from the player is not necessarily gameplay. It's just tedious, busy work that sucks. Alright, continuing to refine the process of doing our boost into the star fuel scooping trick. I always have to pull back on the throttle a notch, though, to not overshoot. 19 bodies, that's not bad. Let's see here, but we are being much more. I think the boosting into fuel scoop operation is definitely speeding things up for me. So, ooh, 5 biology. All right, well, we're definitely going to check that out. High metal content with 5 biology on it. Almost certainly going to be some stratum tectonicus there. I mean, honestly, I kind of just don't even want to bother scanning the rest of this because even if there is biology on the other ones, the high metal content planet's going to be the one that matters the most. So it's like, why are we bothering? But I guess we'll take the money. It's fine. Okay, 1 more body left. All right, let's go scan this high metal content world here. Overdid it just a little bit. I'm doing this right now to show how arbitrary the deceleration is. If I just go past the planet, it'll let me slow down, I can turn around. But look how long it's taking to slow down, trying to keep it in my window here. This is arbitrary gameplay mechanics that just irritates the hell out of me. There's no reason for it. It's just a punishment mechanism because you approach the planet too fast. You can't do that. Bullshit. We have gravity drives here. You could instantly stop. We could instantly stop if you really wanted to let me do it. And there'd be no reason not to. It's just an arbitrary punishment mechanic. And I can't stand that mindset. Alright, we'll go down for the stratum. There's not really anything. I mean, honestly, I don't really need the stratum. There's nothing else that's interesting here. We're just gonna go. I'm not even really that interested in what that is. And we still have another 9 jumps to go. I'd rather just do that. If there was like some tubas down there, wrong button. If there was like some tubas down there or something like that, you know, it might be worth going down for, but I don't need the money. I just don't need the money. I'm much more interested in finding cool stuff. And while stratum tectonicus is absolutely a lot of money, it's not cool. It's just piles of green stuff. That's all it is. It's just piles of green stuff. Now, we get whatever that decahedron stuff is, the ones that have like the polygonal shapes. Yeah, now that's cool. 10 bodies. It's like the perfect amount right there. 10 is like my, having 10 bodies in a system is like the absolute perfect number for me. Of course, when you can't find them, it's not. And it's just a random... Okay. It's just a wow. Okay, well that gets rid of those. High metal content world. I'm not even going to waste time on icy bodies.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well... I don't know. Where are they? Because it's entirely... I think every time I've found... 2 biology... it's almost certainly going to be... It's almost certainly going to be... the mushrooms. The space mushrooms. Right, yeah, off we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know. I don't know why the space mushrooms name won't come to me. It's right there in the back of my head. Hey, boost into the star!
Fuel system scan complete.
Wow. Go ahead and start charging our frameshift drive as soon as possible.
Frameshift drive charging.
And this is why I want to do the boost around the star, because when we get into systems like this where there's nothing to scan, we can boost past to where the star is in the way and then immediately start charging our frameshift drive as soon as it's available. So it cuts off a good, you know, sometimes 2 or 3 seconds depending on the size of the star. It can cut off several seconds off of your in-system time by boosting right into where the maximum fuel scooping is, because it takes a second to get into like full fuel scooping volume. But then if you do that, 24 bodies, we're just going to go. So, like, you have to get relatively close to the star to get your maximum fuel scooping rate. So you want to try to hurry up and get into that as quick as you can, but it's also just getting around the star as quickly as possible, too, so that by the time your frameshift drive is done, you're ready to just start popping it as soon as it's ready. And you're not having to sit there and wait for it. Now, when the orbit line for the star doesn't show up, that makes it a little bit more difficult, but...
System scan complete.
So, like, see, now we can go as soon as we're ready. We're waiting, say, and boom. Now I can just pop it right there, don't have to wait. Probably saved ourselves a good 2 seconds there, at least. And then I damaged myself by doing it too soon, but that's alright. Shouldn't have damaged ourselves too much.
Engage.
Try to be better about that. You don't want to do that too many times. You can repair yourself, but if you start damaging your power plant and all that stuff, not great. 7 bodies, I'll do that. I feel like I'm struggling with the fuel scoop on this one. I feel like on my Phantom, I was able to just kind of get in there and go, and well, but then, I don't know. I feel like it feels like it takes a lot longer to scoop with this ship. I don't know why. It just feels like it takes a lot longer. And it's kind of annoying. I have the max size fuel scoop on there. You would think it would take, you know, not very much.
System scan complete.
How many more jumps? 4 more jumps to go? It just feels like it takes a really long time to fuel scoop on this ship. I wonder... I need to do like a comparison to see what the fuel tank size for this ship is versus the Phantom. And how much fuel we're actually using to jump with this ship. Because while it's absolutely fuel efficient from a Super Cruise overdrive standpoint, I wonder how efficient it is from a just jumping standpoint. I have a feeling that it's a little bit worse. 17 bodies, we'll scan that. Helps if I don't overdo it though. Alright, find the gas giant maybe. Nope. I was about to say, please don't be behind the star, because that's really annoying. Then you have to reposition yourself to get it. Oh, something here. Is this our... Alright, I was about to say, is this our gas giant? Looks like it. Nothing particularly interesting there. 3 more jumps to go. Look at the nebula there off to the left. I think that's kind of where we're going right now. Alright, let's try to do a better job this time. Into it, boost, on, off, into the full thing there. There's nothing here, so let's try to get out, start popping it off, and there we go. I think that's about as efficient as it's going to get. Yeah, we're definitely heading off towards that nebula right there. So, it's getting kind of cool. Getting kind of cool. 2 more jumps to go. Our next jump will make it even bigger. Feels like a big star there. I I had to over adjust because the orbital line just refused to show up the way it was supposed to.
Fuel sweeping complete.
All right, we're more or less out of time for this episode-ish, and I want to hurry up and get to the actual thing here. So let's go ahead and hop over here so we can end the episode in our destination. Because inevitably we'll find something that's going to catch my attention, and then we're going to leave, and I want to kind of get to the nebula now, so let's just go.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Oh. Is that a black hole? I'm not sure what... It looked like that was a black hole. And it looks like a black hole in the little icon there. This is kind of cool. Let's see. Signal sources. Is there a... Does not appear to be a... thing here. I don't know. I feel like I saw a black hole looking thing in front of me, but I want to go check it out because... Oh, look at that. Found ourselves a nice little black hole. It didn't say... I don't think the thing said anything about a black hole being here. We'll read the text here in a second, but I just kind of want to get close to it. Look at that. Found ourselves a little black hole. I don't want to hit it, though, so... It's still yanking my visual off to the side because we got so close to it. Holy crap. Okay, let's see here. What did this say it was? So this is GHUE33. Yeah, it didn't say anything about a black hole here. Location which a Cobra Mark III exploration vessel, sunny side up, carrying 4 months, was lost. This particular incident was widely regarded as the longest surveying expedition that failed to return. Salvage vessel came and reached the scene, but was unable to locate any It didn't say anything about a black hole being here. So I wasn't expecting there to be that. That's really cool. So now we know there's a black hole. Oh, you can actually kind of see the blackness now. So that's cool. Very nice. Well, I think that's a good place to end the episode. So hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. I'm kind of dragging out the exit here because I want to get as close as I can to give you guys a really nice... Oh, you can't see it because the damn browser's still in the way. Trying to give you guys a good visual before we get out of here. So yeah, hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to come back for the next episode. And I'll see you then.